Let me dispel a few misconceptions about leads. All leads are not created equal, and all lead vendors are not created equal, and while I'm at it, all producers are not created equal. Permit me a few minutes of your time to show you what you should expect and what is expected of you when it comes to leads. There are lead vendors that simply sell you a list of potential people they claim to be qualified prospects, and they call them leads. The horror stories are legend. As a producer myself, I've been approached by scores of list vendors with magic names they call leads. A name off a list does not a lead make. For our discussion, there's only one kind of real lead, which is the name and contact information of someone who has responded directly to a specific offer, someone who has actually requested information. With Olins, that's us, we only deal with real leads. We've done so for over 3 decades. From the leads our team has generated, it's estimated that over $1 billion of premium has been placed. You can't do that if you're not working with real leads. Here's how it works with Olins. You as a producer or one of your team selects a creative message to be mailed to a qualified group of prospects. Those prospects who respond and request information become a real lead and are immediately provided back to you for you to contact. There are several ways a prospect responds. The prospect who responds to the Olins direct mail offers are able to respond and request information online, by phone, and by mail. Regardless of the method of response, all responses are electronically forwarded to you immediately. These leads are your prospects and yours alone. We do not sell them to anybody else. As with any lead, the sooner you contact them and provide the information they're seeking, the more responsive they will be. Let's talk about the difference between traditional direct mail leads and the new sensation we call web leads. Each have their own characteristics. We at Olins provide both types of leads for our producers. We have producers who have definite preferences for one or the other. Web leads are more immediate but require a producer to respond immediately or they lose their effectiveness. Web leads are somewhat less targetable for age, income, and health because those who request information come from the broad population. Because they're self-selecting, however, they are demonstrating interest in the information offered online, whether it be email, banner ads, or an organic click-generating listing. Either way, something online prompted a response. Because a person surfing the web may be clicking several things at the same time, and because many online lead generation groups will resell responses multiple times, it becomes a race to the finish line. Many of our producers do well in this race and enjoy success with web leads. Either way, it comes down to you, your work ethic, and your skill sets of calling and setting appointments. Whether those appointments are web appointments or what we refer to as kitchen table appointments. Just a quick anecdote to illustrate our claim that success with leads comes down to your ability and your willingness to work. Having been on the lead generation side of the lead for most of my career, I've heard all the excuses why a lead was no good. Once I received my license and became appointed by the carriers, I picked up the phone and called several leads considered by producers to be no good. From 4 appointments that I set, I sold 2 policies in my first 2 weeks. These were discarded. These were previously worked leads. The majority of our leads are no better or worse than the producer working them. Now let's talk cost. Leads are only expense if you don't sell enough insurance. We estimate that our clients will spend somewhere between $35 and $60 per lead, depending on where in the country they're working. It's pretty easy math. Let's look at the high side. If you have 10 leads at $60 each, and you sell the average 1.3 policies per 10 leads, your lead cost per sale is $460. With an average premium of $2,400 times the 1.3 sales per 10 leads, you have $3,120. Now, depending on your commission, you're looking at a lead cost between 42% and 24%. You know what your commission is, your close rates are, and then we can help you know what your lead costs are. You simply need to decide if you're willing to spend a few $100s to make a few $1,000s. So what if you're receiving the leads from your broker or don't have to spend your own out-of-pocket money for those leads? Well, those leads still cost somebody money, and your success with them will determine your future access to more of them. There are no free leads. Even referrals aren't free. You had to earn them. So what's the secret with leads? You.